welcome to Meet in the Middle Movies. I'm Mindy.
I'm Elin.
We're that bald couple at the cinema, and we're on our way to see Running Man. I'm excited for this one. Last week was really, really intense with some heavier films, so I'm excited to just go have a little bit of fun with this one. I understand it's a remake, right?
Yeah, so it's starring Glenn Powell, and it has... it's a remake of an Arnold Schwarzenegger film from the 80s, and the story is it's a kind of dystopian type society where people who need money basically can be on this game show where they have to survive for, I think it's like a month without being in, but everyone can kind of attack them and kill them, and if they survive, they get like a life's worth of riches or something like that. So
yeah.
It's pretty high stakes, and it looks pretty wild. So
yeah, I'm kind of excited. This is maybe a weird parallel, but we listened to the first book in this series, Dungeon Crawler Carl, and my understanding is that the author took a little bit of inspiration from that, but then did like a whole D&D sort of theming on it and stuff. So it is different, but the entire time, I when I listen to an audiobook or just read a book, I like to picture actors for each character, and I pictured Glenn Powell for that character. So this is kind of like a fun way to just enjoy that, but I know it's a totally different story. So yeah, I don't have a ton to say. Like, my anticipation for this movie is just that it should be fun, a good action flick, not expecting anything, incredibly full of depth, but maybe we'll get a little bit of that. Those are the best action flicks, aren't they? That kind of surprise you with a little bit of heart.
Yeah.
So that would be nice. Do you have any expectations?
I think it's just going to be fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think Glenn Powell's going to be really funny, really entertaining in this role. Coleman Domingo's in it in a supporting role, so I'm excited to see him.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Okay, we'll see you when we get out of the theater. Okay, we just got out of the Running Man earlier today, and we let you know in the short yesterday that it was a lot of fun. I think we both liked it, right? I think I liked it a little bit more than you did. Let's hear from Elin on some of this.
Okay, so I thought it was really, really fun. It was kind of what I was hoping to get from the Predator movie we saw last weekend.
Yeah.
Glenn Powell does an absolutely phenomenal job. The supporting cast does. I mean, it's not like they're given a lot to do because this is very much Glenn Powell's movie.
Yeah. Agreed.
But the supporting cast and the moments they get are really, really fun. It's a sprawling journey. Like, I did not anticipate how just epic it would be.
Oh yeah.
And I gotta say, gotta have my favorite Michael Cera performance ever. I'm not a big Michael Cera fan, but I liked him in this one.
His character was interesting.
Awesome.
Yeah. He was kind of unpredictable. Yeah, I didn't want to cut you off. Did you have anything else?
Just the whole environment of the movie, the direction by Edgar Wright. This is exactly what he's kind of known for, is these wacky kind of just wacky with heart type stuff.
Right.
So that was really, really cool to see. And man, I wish I could be more of a critic when I think about this stuff, but no, the biggest plus was Glenn Powell's performance in it. The story was kind of cool. There's one Easter egg in particular harkening back to the original one. And you'll have to check out the spoiler review for that. But yeah, that was my thoughts. I liked it.
Nice.
It was fun.
Yeah. Okay, so this had a lot of the formula, I guess, or a lot of the characteristics of a movie that just sucks me in enjoyment wise. Just like I thought going into it, it wasn't necessarily some like incredibly deep award-winning movie or anything, but this movie had more heart than I thought it might, and that was awesome. I thought some of the dialogue was a little cheesy, especially in the setup. They're helping us get to know Glenn Powell's character and everything, and but it was still great. It was still so fun. They still sucked me in with that. There was this awesome element of the little guy versus the rich oligarchy, just, you know, kind of running the show. You get that sense a little bit from the trailer as well, and I like the way they leaned into that in a way that, even though this takes place in a kind of not too distant dystopian future, it still connected it to our lives today in a way. Some issues, you know, it commented on the human experience and survival, and I'm just a sucker for that. I loved it. It was, and I feel like I said some of the same things about Predator actually, but it just in a very different way. Very different way. This was more ground level, relatable.
This was more fun.
Yeah, and fun. Yeah. And it was a great time to see a storyline that I at least wasn't familiar with. I guess, you know, this was a remake, but it was different enough that it made it extra fun for me. And Glenn Powell's a great action hero, and yeah, that's kind of where I was at with it. I think it was just a lot of fun, even a little deeper than I thought it was going to be. I would definitely recommend this movie.
Yeah. All right, I guess it's time to score it. So what are you going to give it?
Let's do it. I'm going to give this 6.5.
Okay. I was actually going to give it a 6.5 as well.
No way. Did we meet in the middle on our score?
We met in the middle, so that
Guys,
means...
I swear we haven't been planning that.
So that means if you give it a 6.5, I give it a 6.5. That's a meet in the middle score of 6.5. That's easy math.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a different video kind of detailing this. But when we talked about where it ranks in our top 10, if at all, we ended up in the same exact spot for that. So we'll get into that in a video later. But that was kind of a funny moment too. We were like, oh my gosh, we're thinking the same things, I guess.
Yeah.
But.
So that's our review of The Running Man. We're going to have a spoiler discussion going up tomorrow. Later on today, we will have our non-spoiler review of Now You See Me, Now You Don't. So yeah, join us for that.
Okay, we'll see you then.